All right. Let's see. Not sure if everybody can hear me or not. Man, it's that time. It's that time where we are now starting a new. You guys, oh man, here we go. Hold on. Sorry. Caught in a different screen. Here we got. There we are. Hope you guys are doing well, man. It is 1:15. It is Tuesday, Halloween. And of course, let me get zoomed in here. I've got my Foo Fighters sweater on because it's a little cold, but it's Halloween, and I'm wearing it because every time I see them, they kill it. Yes, I know it's a corny joke, but anyway, listen, we are starting a new series here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. We want to bring you as much information, as much content, as much value as we possibly can to each and every one of you in the manufactured home sales world. Whether you're in retail, whatever it may be that you do, we want to be the source of information for you as we grow this great company, as we help more and more companies throughout the country to improve in what we do. Because right now, I believe that right now is truly our time to shine. Right now is the time for the manufactured home sales industry to shine, for our product to rise above, for our product to become a major player in the housing industry. I truly believe that right now is the time. That's actually what I spoke about last week when I was up in Frisco for the TMHA, Texas Manufactured Home Association meeting. I spoke about right now being our time to shine as an industry, right? And with this new segment that we're going to be launching, we're going to come in here live with you for 15 minutes each and every day, Monday through Friday, with some sort of information, right? And right now, the topic is just what our name is. It's mastery, right? Manufactured home sales mastery. We're trying to help you achieve mastery in what it is that we do because, as I said before, right now is our time to shine as an industry. There's so much going on right now, not just with the economy, but the housing industry itself. You guys, we hear all the time, housing shortages everywhere. People being priced out of being able to buy a home everywhere. Interest rates skyrocketed everywhere. So that puts payments through the roof, literally, figuratively, everywhere. And so the price point that our product comes in at does not matter the brand of home, but the price point that we have in our product gives us the opportunity to really grab a hold of more of that market share that is out there. The traditional site built family, client, home buyer that is now priced out because the entry level point has risen so much, not just in the cost, but with the interest rates. It puts their payment way out of reach. So, of course, we are here because of what we can sell our homes for what you out in the retail world can sell your homes for. Even with the higher rates, you still are bringing them a lesser payment. You're bringing them a lesser payment, and now it's your job, the people out in front, the sales team, sales staffs, housing consultants, sales reps, whatever it is that you're called at your company. It is your responsibility to now influence even more upon your potential home buyers. But the only way you're going to do that is by achieving mastery. Now, it's said that it takes 10,000 hours of anything to achieve mastery, right? 10,000 hours. So by those numbers, folks, 10,000 hours of work within the manufactured home industry, let's say you work 10-hour days, right? I mean, that's not uncommon. 10-hour days, that means you would have to have worked 1,000 days to achieve mastery in this business. That means a little over 2.5 years, 2.5 years of day in and day out working in the manufactured home world, you'll achieve mastery. Well, you have got to not only put in the work, but it also means that we have to be better. And the way we're going to be better is by being able to influence on our potential home buyers even more. Now, that may sound strange to some folks. That may sound when you say you need to influence, right? Well, for those that are not familiar with the sales of any industry, sales is achieving influence. Sales is having influence over your potential buyer. It doesn't matter if you're selling them a watch, if you're selling it's a cell phone, doesn't matter what it is you're selling. In order to achieve that outcome, you must have influence. And right now, with the housing market being what it is, we as an industry, the retail manufactured home sales world, those of you selling manufactured homes, whether it's through a retail store or a community, you have your time to shine right now because of prices being where they're at in the site built world and the rates being where they're at. Now, are the rates different for us than they are for them? No, unless obviously if you're going with the chattel mortgage, right? A home only loan, yes, that's going to be different. But if you're going real estate, if you're going FHA, VA, USDA, does not matter. If it's a government loan, you're going to have that same rate. Okay, which right now I believe is somewhere around 7.5% is the base. So you can offer the same rates with a lower priced product, still a quality product that has its benefits. What are the benefits? We all know the benefits, right? The benefits are they're built indoors. So now you're able to control the elements. They're not exposed to the elements. Here in San Antonio, it's been cold. The last few days it's rained. I was talking to somebody not too long ago and telling them when we were role playing the closing on this, can you imagine if you were buying a home now and it was being built right now and it got completely soaked in that weather? There's a little bit of sunshine out right now. And I promise you that there's crews out there right now working on those homes. They don't let them dry out. They're going to close them in. They're going to dry them in, what they supposedly call dry in, right? They sheetrock them but then it exposes that family to mold down the future. We don't bring that to people. We save them money. We give them larger square footage. We're providing them a home that is built to federal codes. Now it's on you to be able to influence them, to be able to make that decision and decide to buy from you. And doing that more and more often, being able to do that for people is going to help this industry rise up, because right now there are so many people trapped in that zone, man. They can't buy a site built home. And maybe some don't understand the whole nuance of a manufactured home or haven't even thought about doing it or are trying to stay away from it. It's your job to reach them. It's your job to be able to make them understand that you are that source. You are the solution for them. But the only way that you're going to have influence over them is by truly taking a moment now to slow down and get to know your home buyer. And I'm not just talking about getting to know them and their family and their kids' names. I'm talking about getting to know what it is they're after. Why are they shopping? Because yes, the rates are higher. And yes, most of them are going to tell you that they're concerned about the rates. But folks, understand this, and this has been my message the last couple of days. They know the rates and they are still shopping. They want to buy. They just don't know if they want to buy from you. And they're not going to buy from you if you don't take the time to truly get to know them, to truly find out why they're shopping, to truly find out what the housing problem is. And the only way you're going to do that is by slowing down. And it means slowing down from the moment you speak to them on the phone, not just when they come in the door to your location, when you are on the phone with them, trying to get them to come and see you, because that's the whole point, right? That they come and see you. Now, Let's talk about when they walk in the door. They walk in the door. Are you simply just taking them, sitting them down in your office, if you're even sitting them down at all, and getting their name and phone number, if they give it to you, hopefully, right? And then are you asking them what they're looking for? Hey, what brings you in? What kind of home are you looking for? And they tell you, I need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and yada, yada, yada. And then you're out the door. Because if you're doing that, I promise you, you're not going to sell that customer. The majority of the time, you're not going to end up achieving the outcome that they're after and that you're after. They are there wanting you to convince them to buy a home because they want a home. There's only 2 reasons why they show up on your lot. They want to buy a house or they think they can buy a house. It's your job to make sure that they are making that decision. But the only way that they're going to feel comfortable is by you earning that trust, is by you building that trust and earning the right to ask for the business. Because if you don't, they're not going to buy from you. They're going to keep looking until they run into that person that truly takes the time, that truly cares, that really finds out why it is that they are trying to even purchase a home, especially in this market right now with the rates being what they are. So with all that being said, folks, we're approaching the end of our 15 minutes for today. Remember, this is a new segment we are going to bring to you each and every day, 15 minutes to mastery. And we'll be discussing different topics within the industry. Sometimes it'll be some training. Most of the time, it'll be some training tips. Sometimes it'll just be something going on in the industry, something that you need to know. Lender information. It doesn't matter. We are here to be your source of information and mastery. So as we're closing out, I want to let you guys know, you see down scrolling at the bottom, we have a free webinar coming up this Friday at 4:00 Central Standard Time that we're calling Closer School. In this webinar, I am going to walk you through what it takes to be able to establish that relationship, to build that trust, to slow customers down, what it means to actually find out the reason why they are trying to buy the home. So that when you go through the rest of it and show them the home and they decide that they find that house that really sparks their interest, then it's that much easier to get them to trust you, to be that person that's going to provide them the home they need for themselves and their families. But you've got to earn that trust nowadays. This is not 2021, folks. This is not where you walked in the door and people were sitting down and you were just picking one at a time. Who wants to buy a house right now? Because there were no homes available and they were going to buy them no matter what, because you were the only one who had a house. It's not that time. It's a buyer's market now. Back then it was seller's market, right? You guys, those of you that were selling back then, you know what I'm talking about. Now it's different. And now we must do better. We must be better. And the only way we're going to do that is by truly taking a genuine interest in those people. And I'll leave you with this. If you find out why they are looking to buy a home, and you keep that in mind the whole way through, everything that you do is centered around that. It's you build your whole case around that reason, what we call the dominant buying motive. If you do everything, once it comes down to, them deciding to partner up with you, and of course, naturally, they're going to probably hesitate and not want to make a decision right then and there. But if you're keeping that in mind, that whole reason that you found out earlier, there is nothing that they will say, no matter how many objections, that you will not be able to come up with an honest and sincere rebuttal to it, centered around that reason, that it's just going to naturally make them understand that deciding to do business with you is the right choice. Go get registered. In the comments, I got the link to the class, the webinar for Friday, man. There's only spots for 250 folks, no matter where you're at the country. This class is for you. It is free. It is free for you. The Closer School, Friday, 4 p.m., November 3rd, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look forward to meeting all you guys there. Man, have a great Halloween. All right? Don't get sick on the candy. Don't eat too much sugar. It's not good for you. But, oh well. You guys have fun, man. Look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Take care.